Hey guys, Halloween Man 2002 here, back with another video on the Home Depot Halloween and Christmas lineup. Let's get into the video. And also, a special thanks to LMJ Halloween for giving us an exclusive look of the Halloween and Christmas lineup for this year. Let's get into the video.
Born from a dark blizzard, I now carry that storm wherever I go. Once the snow falls, there's no escape. You will be buried in the cold, icy earth with the others, and winter will last forever!
Starting off with the evil Snowman, which is one of my all-time favorite animatronic. I love how we're finally getting other holidays from retail. I know we've been getting it from the professional side of Halloween when they mix other holidays into the scariness. But I'm happy that Home Depot's getting into it more. I know that Spirit and Lowe's hasn't really messed with that ideal yet. But I would have to say this is my favorite, the Evil Snowman. If I had to say, he's a 10 out of 10 for me. Let's jump into the next animatronic.
I sense the presence of unsuspecting souls. Step closer and embrace the shadows that dwell within. Your fate is sealed, for you have trespassed into my domain.
So, the next one is this, like, pumpkin with a top hat and a cane. It is, I will say, this is one of the worst animatronics ever. I'm not a huge fan of it. I think it's the worst out of the lineup. This one is a 1 out of 10 for me. Let's get into the next video. This next one is the Ogre with a weird baseball bat. I would have to say I really love this character. He's really cool. He is a 10 out of 10 for me. I really love the details. We've never really gotten like an ogre, except for Home Depot a couple of years ago with the bag with the skull head that pops out. He's cool. 10 out of 10. Let's jump into the next video clip.
Behold, a wanderer lost in the mist. What brings thee hither? Dost thou care to aid in our dog craft? It appears thou carry the ingredients we lack. Indeed, sister, an eye, fingernails, and a fresh, quivering tongue. What a most fortunate coincidence for us.
So we have the two Culverin Witch. -0 out of 10. I am tired of the witch duo, and everybody thought that these were going to be servos. But they bring them back every year. They're not impressive. They're not cool. They're terrible. They suck. -0 out of 10. They're terrible. Let's jump into the next clip. So the next animatronic is, I'm going to talk about both of them in this clip. 15-foot Scarecrow. He looks cool. He's creepy. He's a 9 out of 10 for me. I'm just tired of the whole 12-foot series. They're kind of getting overrated. But a 9 out of 10 for the 15-foot Scarecrow. Now on to the leprechaun, evil leprechaun. The evil leprechaun is my all-time favorite. We're jumping back into that crazy holiday stuff. So, a 10 out of 10 for this character, for the leprechaun. He's very cool, and I do recommend him. Let's jump into the next clip.
The winds of fate whisper my name and empower me with the forces of darkness. Within these fields, the echoes of the past linger like ghosts. I command the shadows to dance. Step lightly, for the coal beneath your feet holds secrets untold.
So, the next one is the Plague Doctor. And I would have to say a 10 out of 10. I think he's very cool and unique. We've gotten so many Plague Doctors throughout the year. Especially from Home Depot last year. I didn't like that version last year because of the whole strip lights. I never understood the whole excitement for a strip light on an animatronic. But this Plague Doctor makes up for that. He's very creepy and scary. A 10 out of 10. Best animatronic. Let's jump into the next clip.
I just love playing with fun Halloween toys. They always give me such a fright. Let's see what happens here. Whoa! Didn't expect that one. That toy is broken.
So the next scene is we got the evil Easter Bunny and the Jack-in-the-Box clown. Which, to talk about the Easter Bunny, he's a 10 out of 10 for me. One of my favorite. I love the whole holiday stuff again. I don't like how they didn't have him fully turned on in this video. They just had the lights only mode on. Which, if some of you don't know, some of the animatronics do come with the light on mode, where it just stands there and lights up. But he's very cool. I really want him. A 10 out of 10. Next up is the clown with the Jack-in-the-Box. Now, in this one, the Jack-in-the-Box is broken. But he's like a bone collector from Spirit Halloween, where the neck rises up. But this one's a jump scare. But the mouth, the eyes, and the hair are not working in this video. But I have seen another video of this guy fully working. He's a 10 out of 10 for me. He's great. And he will be cool in a clown theme. 10 out of 10 for this one. Let's jump into the next scene.
Were you born with that knife super glued onto your hand or what?
The next one on our list is Chucky and Tiffany from The Bride of Chucky. And I have to say that these are awesome. Home Depot really leveled up when it comes to licensed characters. We did lose the smiling mechanism on Chucky, but that's okay. That makes up for everything. I think I prefer this Chucky more than last year's. They're cool. Both of them get a 10 out of 10. They are epic, they're awesome, and they will look good in your collection. So let's get into the next scene.
Hey, you. Yes, you. Come over here and look what I can do. Did you like that? Well, you can customize all of that and more, even recording your own dialogue. But if you don't want to be a voice actor, that's fine too. I come with pre-recorded messages. You can choose my motion, lighting, eyes, and voice.
Cool, right?
So, what are you waiting for? Take me home today.
We are finally getting something that I've been wanting for several years. And this is the Bluetooth skeleton. So, imagine Grimm and the 12-foot skeleton coming together to make a very unique item. So this is basically I want to say he's like 6 foot or 7 foot, but he is a very custom item because you can Bluetooth him to your cell phone. You can change the colors in his eyes. You can program what he says, and you can record your own audio. This animatronic has it all. I think it's the best in the industry for retail. And I think we need more ideas like this. That's it. This one's a 100 out of 10. So let's jump in to the next scene.
Welcome, welcome. Take a seat and relax, won't ya? I promise I'll give you the closest shave of your life. Real close. Won't even feel a thing. Just a quick slice, and off it goes. If a full shave is not what you're after, I'll give that magnificent mane the world's greatest trim and smoothest neckline.
The next one out of this collection of Halloween animatronics is the Barber. And I have to say the Barber he's cool, I guess. He's a 9 out of 10 for me. We're still going with the whole old-fashioned, old-timey stuff with... One year we had the bartender. Then we had the maid. Then we had the dude playing the cards last year. And now this year we got a barber. They all fit into one theme. An old Western theme. I don't like how this one don't got mouth movement. This one's kind of a big letdown. I don't like it. I think it's terrible. But it's still a 9 out of 10 for me. Let's jump into the next scene.
All those years stuffing your face with ham, roast pork and bacon. Now it's my turn to carve a slice off you. Think you can outrun me, huh? The pigs couldn't, and neither will you. Time to see how you taste.
So the next one on my list is the Butcher. And I have to say I really love this one. Do I prefer him over Spirit Halloween's 2020, The Butcher? Yes. Some of y'all are going to be mad, but I don't care. I think this butcher is way better than the butcher from Spirit Halloween. It has more movements. And I don't like how it doesn't have blood on it, but you could take perma-blood from a professional company and just splatter it all over the animatronic. So this prop is actually a 10 out of 10 for me. Let's jump into the next scene.
Beware, traveler, for these woods hold secrets. They are near as ancient as I. Listen to their words, for they may be your last. The very trees of this witchwood are sentient, their gnarled forms beckoning you. You do well to heed their warning, for your own sake.
Now we have this servo witch. I don't know her name fully. The witch is okay. It's more of a downgrade from Lethal Lily from 2022, I believe. It is a big downgrade for what they did with Lethal Lily. But the only thing cool about this one is the Digit Eyes. I would have to say this is an 8 out of 10. So let's jump into the next scene.
Aye, the sea holds her secrets tight, but I've seen them, lad. The ones that lurk beneath the waves. They say there's a monster out there, bigger than any whale, teeth the size of a man's arm. Got a taste for fishermen like me, but I ain't afraid. No, I faced worse. It's just a matter of time till he comes for me. And when he does, I'll be ready.
So we got the fisherman and the one and only shark. Now I have to say is the fisherman's okay. I do prefer the one from last year. Or was it the year before? One of the two. He's cool, I guess. 10 out of 10 for the fisherman. As for this, like, 7-foot shark, I really love it. It's very cool. Especially if you take some perma-blood and add it to the mouth like it's running down, like it ate somebody. But the shark is a 10 out of 10. Also, I want to mention the pirate ship. It's basically a reskin of one from, I think, 2019. But also, it's a 10 out of 10. Let's jump into the next video. Well, next clip.
I have been looking everywhere for you. You're next on my list. Don't be frightened. The journey will be so quick, you won't even realize your soul has departed from your body. Done. Let's go. Time is wasting, and I have 500 more souls to collect before the night is over.
So the next one on the list is this Reaper holding a stroll in his hand. And I have to say this one is terrible. It's the worst in the lineup. I don't like it. At first, when I saw the photos for this prop, I thought he was holding a big joint. I thought he was, like, smoking some weed. But when we find out it's a stroll that's been burning, it kind of looks like he's smoking weed. But this one is a 2 out of 10 for me. Let's jump into the next scene. next up, we have the crawling zombie or skeleton. And I have to say, this is a unique item, and I could see more of him in the future. We're finally getting a crawling mechanism that is in retail. And it's not like we haven't seen it before. Spirit Halloween has actually done crawling animatronics. But this one is actually on a bar that goes forward and back. But in my opinion, it's too slow. It's not fast at all. But there were some rumors that there is a speed dial on it to make it go faster. But if that's not the case, if it doesn't have a speed dial and it moves that slow, then it's terrible. So I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. Let's get into the next scene.
This soil's persistent. All this pulling and shoveling will break my back. Uh-oh, looks like we got a live one. Point me to your gold or back in the ground you go.
Now we have the Gravedigger. And I have to say, I do prefer this one over the ones that we've gotten over the years. The only one I would say that I really liked was the one with the foot on the shovel and it moved it back and forth. But this Gravedigger for this year is pretty cool. A 10 out of 10. One of my all-time favorites out of the other ones. Home Depot is doing really good this year, and let's get into the next clip.
I told you guys, this is the spot for the best brains.
Well, I'd rather eat rats for dinner. This one's a dud.
Why not both?
Rats for an appetizer and brains for the main course. Even if it is on the lower grade side. Whatever. I'm hungry. Let's eat.
So now we have the zombie stack, and I'm not a huge fan of them. I get them if you're doing like some type of party, especially if you want to do something that is more family friendly, then I would go with the zombie stack. It's basically 3 zombies, the reskins of the clowns from last year. You can take them apart and set them separately, or you could have them stacked on top of each other. I have no use for them. They're very detailed. They're pretty cool. So they get a 8 out of 10 for me. Let's jump into the next scene. So, the last video is on Mrs. Frankenstein and the Bride of Frankenstein, I guess. I will have to say, I really love this one. I don't like the light-up eyes, and Lowe's had this problem when they did servos last year, is they gave the props light-up eyes. But either way, without that, she's a 10 out of 10 for me. One of my favorite. And the Frankenstein, you know me, I already bought the Frankenstein and he's already a part of my collection. So I do have to get this Frankenstein bride. She's very cool. And she's a 10 out of 10. So let's finally get to the Christmas stuff.
'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there.
Jolly old St. Nicholas, lean your ear this way. Don't you tell a single soul what I'm going to say. Only if you can.
So, I'm getting these two out of the way. Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse, they both suck. I prefer the ones from last year with the Christmas costumes. I get why this year they didn't do the whole Christmas stuff on them, except for the Santa hats, is because there was people complaining that they can't just have a normal life-size Mickey or Minnie in their collection, especially if you're a big Disney fan and you collect this stuff. But as for these versions, they are a 5 out of 10 for me for both. They both suck. I don't care for them. I prefer the ones from last year. So let's jump into the next scene.
Today, I'm going to show you how to build a snowman. Step 1, gather your supplies. A scarf to keep our snow buddy warm, acorns for his eyes, a carrot for his nose. Wow! That brings us to step 2. Roll up a giant snowball.
So, now we're on to Goofy, which is one of my favorite characters from Mickey Mouse shows in general, all the Mickey Mouse movies and TV shows. Goofy is one of my favorite characters because he's very funny and he's basically a clown. He's cool. But I really love this one. I do like how he's like reading directions on how to build a snowman. But anyways, he's a 10 out of 10 for me. Let's get into the next clip. So here we have Olaf, and I don't have an official opinion about this one because it wasn't turned on or moving, but he's probably going to have some phrases from the movie or the TV shorts that they did, but I feel like they're going to do the phrases from the little Christmas shorts of Olaf. As of now, I don't know if it's good or bad, but the details are good, so I'm going to say a 10 out of 10. So let's jump into the next scene.
You've been doing a fantastic job. You're officially on the nice list. The elves have been telling me how hard you've been trying. And don't forget to send me your letter. I can't wait to read it. Ho, ho, ho.
So we have the Santa Claus, and I've been asking for this one for a long time. Santa Claus with servos. I think we need a Santa Claus with servos, and Home Depot has finally listened to us and gave us the servo Santa Claus. And I have to say, I really love this one. I don't know why, but there was 2 at the show, and both of them looked like they wasn't working correctly. But the Servo Santa is a 10 out of 10 for me. Let's jump into the final animatronic. So the last animatronic that we have is the Grinch. And people are going to hate me for this one. I don't like it. I do like the one from last year. I wish they would have kept the dancing mechanism besides him just moving like a robot. But I do like how they give it a moving mouth. That's the only thing I like about it. 5 out of 10. So let's get into the outro. So that's basically it for this video. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, and I will see you in another video. And shout out once again for LMJ Halloween for giving us an exclusive look of the Home Depot Christmas and Halloween lineup. My name is Halloween Man 2002, and I will see you in the next video.